This is my audience, Aaron Fraser. Every father wants a girl so that he could spoil her and have a daddy's little girl. Today I'm going to introduce you to my father, Herbert Lester Payne Jr. He was born on March 27, 1960, in Pensacola, Florida. In his lifetime, he was a loving father. He absolutely loved fishing, and he fought to the end. First things first, he was a very loving father. He would do anything for his kids. He loved me and my brother unconditionally. I remember when I was little, I used to climb up on his lap when he was sitting in his recliner, and we both would fall asleep until he started to snore. I would do this because it was time spent with my father. When I say he would do anything for us, I mean it. I remember one day when I was getting ready to get on the bus for a softball game, I had realized I had locked my keys in my car. I called my father up, and he said, "Do not worry, I'll be there in a second." He left his work immediately and was there in like 5 minutes, which should have took him 20 minutes. Secondly, he loved to fish. This is where I get my love for fishing and the outdoors. Whenever my father went out fishing, the Payne household was a better place without, or if he didn't. For him, fishing was a stress reliever. And if he didn't get it out, he would, you know what would happen. He had a Ranger Cayman flats boat that he went fishing off of. He usually would bring a lot of fish home so he can eat it for dinner that night. It is nothing like eating fish that were swimming that morning. He used to take me out fishing also, and it was pretty cool when I outfished him. But he was fine with it as long as we were catching fish. We have tons and tons of fishing pictures over the years. Anytime we went into a store that sold fishing supplies, he could not leave without buying something. You know how girls have the shoe fetish? Well, it's the same thing with my dad, but with fishing lures or jig heads. Finally, but certainly not least, my father fought until the very end. He was diagnosed with stomach cancer about 4 years ago. I was in the 11th grade, and you would never think that anything would happen to your father like that. One night, he sat my brother and me down and told us that he had cancer and that the doctor told him that he would only have 1 to 2 years to live. This is the very first time I've ever seen him cry. He did not want to leave us alone, but we told him that it would be fine because we were a family. He never wanted anyone to pity him, so he did things normal, like there was nothing wrong with him. He wanted to stay as long as he could, but so he did the things he loved and on a regular basis. He passed away April 22nd, 2007. The hardest thing was that he never saw me graduate or get married. But the good thing was, is he met my husband before he passed away. My dad was a loving father. He loved fishing, and he was a strong-willed person. I miss him so much. But I tell myself that he's up there waiting for me. No matter what, I will still always be his little girl.